whenever you have a meeting with your coworkers or people in other rooms who are in the same situation that you are, or with your administration or a supervisor, to bring that up. I think it's something, if you're really feeling that, and I have really felt that, and if you feel you can't get out of that, it's time to talk to a peer or a coworker, someone in your room or someone who's working with a similar age group in another room. Talk to them about what's going on and how you're feeling and what they do. Get ideas from other people about how to handle the stress of the real stress that there is, especially in a room with young children.
Well, I have to take into consideration what would help me feel less overwhelmed. I would say just in the past couple of years working with early childhood, preschool aged, reading books, singing songs, and just having fun. You tend to forget that there's a reason why you were overwhelmed to begin with. So, say we have a child that comes in who is having a hard time separating from mom or dad. It could be as simple as, oh, let me show you our new plant that we have, or we had a frog recently, a tadpole that turned into a frog. Let's go look at, Ribbit was his name. Let's go look at Ribbit and see how he's doing today. Oh, Ribbit doesn't have a tail and his legs are out. Let's see if he can hop. And before you know it, that child doesn't even realize mom and dad are gone, didn't even realize that they're not going to see mom and dad for the next few hours, and they're okay with that. And so by bringing them down, I'm able to bring myself down.
I just take deep breaths and I just realize, sometimes it just happens unexpectedly and it just happens that way. So I just realized that I just have to just take a deep breath and step back for a moment and think about it in a positive way. And then, like with the children, I just have to, sometimes like on my breaks, I'll take a walk just to relieve that stress as well.
Of course. In this environment, there are a lot of unknowns. Every day is different, and you never know what's going to happen. So stress is there every day, but we are lucky to have a courtyard and a school right next door, and often we take walks on our breaks. So we'll at least take a 30-minute walk, and it just releases a lot of stress of the day. So, it's a nice outlet, a nice positive thing to do, is to walk. And we burn a lot of energy with the kids too, so that helps.
When they're asleep and you can take 2 hours and just be like, relax a little bit. 5 minutes out of the room. Our directors are pretty good about letting us do that if we need to get out. Laughing, just between my coworker and I, just something that just sets it off, and even if it's really dumb, it helps just to laugh it off and start the day over.
Usually I count on my coworkers. We have a pretty good team in there right now, so we're able to read each other a lot. We can tell when someone's kind of reaching that level. I try to take good care of myself at home, make some time for myself, so that when I do come here, my time is with the children, and it's a little easier to just take a deep breath and count to 10. And sometimes, if something's not going the way you want it to go, then it's just time to be flexible and do something else. Sometimes, there's more of them than there are of us. Sometimes we got to go with the flow and do what they want to do. And that really helps relieve a lot of stress too, just following the lead and the mood of the room instead of trying to go against it. Well, there's more of them, so you're not going to win. I've learned that over 15 years, you're not going to win. So sometimes it's just better to go with it. And it relieves your stress, it relieves their stress, and you'll find out that just behaviors are so much better when you're going with them and with their interests and with their desires, instead of trying to fight it and make them do something that they may not in that moment really want to do.